Hello, I'm James Ryan of the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. On the occasion of our 60th anniversary, we're interviewing several of our longest serving EEOC employees. And today we have Gwendolyn Sneed, who is a mediator in our Dallas district office. Well, in all your years here, could you give us an overview of the positions you've had at the EEOC and, of course, leading up to your present one?
Yes, thank you so much. Let me just kind of start by letting you know how I came to EEOC. My service competition date is like September 17th, 1981. So during that time period, I started working for EEOC as well as the Department of Agriculture, Soil Conservation Service. Also worked for the Department of Treasury, the Comptroller of the Currency, and then finally with the Justice Department, the Bureau of Prisons in the Dallas district. So I was quite familiar with some of the employees working for EEOC at that time. We interacted on a regular basis, and I was very much impressed with the work that they were doing. So that is what kind of brought me to apply for work at EEOC. So it looks like over a period of coming up on 44 years, I worked for the government, and 41 of those years has been with the EEOC.
Wow, that's very impressive. So, with your range of experience here, are there any moments or situations or cases in particular which stick in your mind as being especially memorable?
There was one case, and it involved a city entity, what we call political subdivisions. And so that particular case, we were actually looking at a potential violation of law. This was a case that was assigned to me. The fact is, we're not able to litigate cases that are reclassified as political subdivisions. So the case had to be transferred to the Justice Department, the Civil Rights Division in Washington, D.C. And they did accept that case for litigation. So that's rarely an occasion that does happen with the EEOC. But I was very proud that I was the investigator assigned to that case, and they did interview me and agreed to accept that case for litigation.
So, over the course of your long service here, what changes have you observed or experienced about the EEOC and its mission and its challenges over the years?
So the changes from the time that I started with the EEOC is the upgrade of the manual processes. When I first started, everything was manually. We did everything manually. There were no computers, no equipment whatsoever. So over the years, I have seen a very good upgrade in the equipment that we're using and that we're being and they're being changed on a regular basis to fit the needs of our process. And so that to me, as well as training, there's been a great deal of training updates over the years in different positions that I've held. And so I also seen a number of changes in leadership over the years, obviously directors, the chairs. Um, so that has been a very good sign. When you are changing agencies and changing offices and changing positions, it does involve a lot of growth and movement on your part in terms of fitting in, working with, and you know, getting along and getting the work done. So it has been extremely important to me as I went through those processes, moving to different states, different units, different supervisors to, understand the changes that's necessary and the ability to be able to function through that and focus on here's what we're doing. I think the reason why have been with the EOC for a long period of time is the belief in what the EEOC is doing, the mission of the agency, and feeling that I'm making an integral movement and assistance in getting that done. I think that when I worked for the other agencies, I felt no compassion in terms of the goals and the missions that they were focused on, but I've always been interested in, my part in helping the agency, with this mission. So that's something that's been very important to me.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. If you want more EEOC news, please follow us on eeoc.gov. I'm James Ryan for the EEOC. Thanks for watching.